Okay, this is where we get into the shortcut to the woods part. If we start on this end of the trail, the other end is not mowed very good, or not.
That's the top of that bowl.
Well, that's why I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say it's just not. It's not a trail yet. Okay. We got some big trees in here because there hadn't been a harvest in here for a long time.
At least 80 years, right?
Yeah. So this tree right here, can anybody?
Some kind of maple?
Yep, look at the leaves on that. Yep. It's on the Canadian flag and yep, sugar maple.
Sugar maple.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what the maple syrup is made from. Did Grandpa Schnyder, did he ever have a sugar bush camp that you know of, or make maple syrup?
No.
That'd be cool. Where was it still at?
That's hidden. I know where it's at.
On Crown Point.
Now this trail here is kind of steep the way it goes right now, but I think Marty, or is this going to have some switchbacks on it?
Well, we have determined the route of the entire trail except this right here going up and down this hill. We don't know what the best option is. So if you got any feedback, I'd love to hear it.
Well, when you say that you determined the trail, what is that? You mean you've got it laid out on how you're going to do this?
Yeah, we have the white flag you see.
Yeah, okay.
Basically,
Follow
if
that.
you follow that,
Okay.
and it'll bring you back out down here
And if you see
to the
this
left.
mark here, this M here, it's also the trail.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're seeing this, or the white flag, or
Yeah,
the
there's
pink
the
flag,
M right there.
Oh,
M is
I
for
see.
Marion.
Okay. Cool.
Believe me, we put a lot of thought into this trail.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
we're about there.
Yeah.
A few more months, I think we'll have it done.
Great. Yeah.
the white flags that are on the ground, that's what
Yeah.
designates the trail as well.
Sure. And a Boy Scout laid out these white flags.
Where does it go after the top?
It goes off to the left, and then we won't go back down that way because there's too much growth. So we'll just come back down this same way.
Okay.
Mm.
There is a bench at the top now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't plan on painting any more of these big trees with an M on it.
No.
So hopefully, these will fade away.
Fade
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. So we don't really want to have that kind of
Right.
markings on the trees.
Right.
I don't know why that was done to begin with, but it is fading out.
Or
Or
spray paint.
is that what it is?
That's what it
Oh.
seems like, yeah.
So it's just that,
Okay.
what did that do, that other piece?
This big tree,
Fade out
this big
faster?
tree right here.
Fade out fast.
That's
Very-
Shouldn't harm the tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very valuable tree. Look how big and straight
Straight it is.
this tree is.
Yeah.
If somebody would want to cut this down for veneer or walnut boards, it'd be worth a little bit of money, but
Yeah.
that's not going to happen. We're saving that. So that is a black walnut tree. And the thing about these maple trees and the beech trees that we haven't seen yet, but they love shade. So they will come and grow in the shade of the oak trees that we have and the walnut trees that we have. And if you're not careful, then the maple and the beech will overtake the oak and the hickory forest after several years. So, and oak and hickory are a lot better for wildlife because of the mass that they produce, the nuts and the acorns, more so than the beech and the maple. So we kind of got to manage the forest so that it doesn't turn into a beech maple forest, because we want to keep our wildlife well fed. And here's another big tree. Yep, it's an oak. What kind of oak, anybody?
I don't, it's not a,
Yep.
is it a bur oak? No?
It is just a white oak,
White oak.
Quercus alba. That's an easy Latin name. Alba means white in Latin. So this is white oak. So we got several white oaks in this woods. There's one right there that is a little bit younger one.
Just the Crown Point.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Now this
Crown Point.
is a white oak right here,
Okay.
but now these two right here, they're oaks, but they're not white oaks.
Huh.
So what other kind of oaks do people know?
Bur oak, pin oak.
Not either of those. Okay. Okay. Yeah. These are northern red oaks.
Red.
And on the mature northern red oaks, they're really easy to tell by the bark because they have these smooth fissures on the bark. A lot of times I like to think that they look like railroad tracks or ski trails or something like that. But that's how you tell red oak. Northern red oak, Quercus rubra. Rubra is red in Latin. And this is the white oak here. This is the Quercus alba. You see the smooth bark on this tree here? So that makes it the northern red oak. And they have, on the red oak family, there's about 18 species of oak in Indiana. So I think there's maybe close to half, maybe not quite half of that number in this nature preserve. But the red oaks have the pointed leaves, and the white oaks have the rounded leaves. So you have a red oak group and a white oak group. So in the red oak group, you have the pointed leaves. You can see on these, that's the white oak, the rounded lobes. They have the rounded lobes, and then you can bend your neck back far enough. Okay. The bur oak has the rounded leaves, but and they're usually a lot larger. And there is, toward the bottom of the leaf, there is a large indentation for the lobes. I mean, it is huge.
Yeah.
I probably got a picture, good picture in this book here.
So Phil, will the beech trees be harvested at any time to provide the better growth for the?
Well, yeah, that's what we got to include in our management plan, which we don't have an official management plan right now, but that they might not be harvested, but that because there was no harvest allowed.
Yeah.
So, but we might have to girdle them in order to kill them to make room for
I got you.
oak species.
I got you. Okay.
They're not worth much anyway if they
Yeah.
were harvested. Yeah.
You remember that walnut tree we had in Holman?